thanks a lot for listening to this continuation of the series of video that we have done on Python learning. So today we're going to show you how to create and use variable in Python. So you don't know that first of all, variable are content in which we can store element, can be numerical or string. So variable can be various kind. In this tutorial we just focus on string and numerical variable. Let us come back on what we did last time in our introductory tutorial. We have shown you how to create a function. My function has been created and was called main. So this is the instruction that we will use in order that has been used to create a function by keyword def followed by the name of the function and bracket 2 points. At the end, we have defined a condition in order to call our function, which is what you can see on your screen. So coming back on variable, the first thing to do is to give the variable a name. I will create a variable that I will call, for example, year of birth. My space is not allowed to separate the component of the variable, so you cannot also put special characters such as slash, star, negative, plus. But you can use, for example, underscore to separate component of the variable year of birth. First thing to create, give a name to your variable, and secondly, you should assign to your variable a value. So I will assign the assignation symbol in Python is the symbol equal. So I will assign to my year of birth the year, example 1987. So I create a numerical variable to which I assign the value 19. I will use the print command in order to ask Python write print. So we have seen this predefined function last time. So I will print my variable called year of birth. So I will put into bracket the name of the variable year of birth. So I should keep at least 2 lines between the end of the function and the instruction that I have written in order to call my function. So I click on the green button here to execute my code to see that there is a missing. So what is the problem? Is the space between here should be, so I will execute to see year of birth has been printed. So you see that the value that I have assigned to the year of birth has been printed. So for now I will create a program that will calculate, for example, the year of birth giving the data that will be entered. I will write here this symbol in order to tell Python not to take into consideration what I am reading right now. Calculate the age. So the instruction that I am going to write right now is to calculate age. So I will create a variable called age in which I will assign the value 2020. I suppose that we are in 2020 minus year of birth. So I assign to the variable age the value 2020 minus year of birth. So when you make this operation, you will obtain the age of the concerned person. Go in my green button here and execute my code. So I didn't print, so I will print. I use quotation mark called string space plus the concatenation symbol. I concatenate 2 things. So I use int UR plus. So I will put here age UR plus age. I will put here age here old space plus opening quotation mark here. In Python it's not possible to concatenate a string and numerical variable, so I will use str to help my variable be recognized as string. So I will put space after r, the space between age. I will also put space after here to have a space before age and here old. So I can just execute my program. So you can see here that you are 33-year-olds have been printed because the previous value assigned to the year of birth was 1987 and the age calculated was 33 according to the mode of calculation that I given in the program. So I can change, for example, the year of birth into 1990, and if I re-execute my code, you see that here is 1919 and you are 30-year-old. Age which were entered in my command was 1919. Print, you are 30 years old. You can, for example, continue in our program. I continue in the program in order to show you how you can ask to Python to enter age. I will create a variable called name, so you will understand a little bit further. Name equal, I will ask Python to input. The command input is a command that is used in order to tell Python to ask the value that we will enter and he will produce a result. Put into a bracket, open quotation mark, enter the name. Secondly, I will assign to the variable here of birds the value inputs, enter the here of birds. I will assign to the value age the value. Python cannot recognize input, enter the here of bird as a numeric, and so I will put a function int in order to tell him that the here of bird that will be input will be numerical. Int is the command that is used in order to tell him that the value that is going to be entered is going to be. So I will assign to my value age as previously the value 2020 negative of birth. So at the end of my program, I will print name. Name is a string variable, so I will not put quotation mark. Name plus space plus is plus copy this part of the code here or paste here. Copy paste. And at the end, Python will print name to space here, string age here or. Objective of our program is to ask Python to. I will delete what we have written first concerning here or. So I will just keep this part of program. So I will give to the name. Put your name into Python, and Python will calculate your age and print your name and age at the end of the code. So I will execute my program so that you can see what is being done. Enter your name. So I will enter my name, Q40. Enter your year of birth. Year of birth I will enter 1987, and I click on enter. So what is written is Q40 is 33-year old. So you see that do many things using a variable in Python. So it is just an introduction. Next time we show you many other notion that you need to know in order to very well master Python. That's what just about variable, and thanks a lot for listening to this tutorial, and we'll see you a little bit sooner.